Journey's story is awesome. It's a journey in itself. I mean, you're really listening to his passion for football and his life, to go through something where he was diagnosed with HCM and that kind of taken away is kind of hard to grasp.
Hypertrophic cardiomyopathy is the thickness of the walls of the heart. So it's like taking a 4-lane highway in New York City. I'm sure you know what the cars are like in New York City traffic, and making it like 2 lanes. For me to be exerting myself and then to get hit by a 327-pound defensive lineman from Ohio State, the two just wouldn't mix together well.
He could have lost his life. It being detected saved him, because his doctors told him that his level of blockage and thickening of the heart was on the higher end of the scale. You hate to think about that, but through that screening, it saved his life.
And after that, like, it was over. Like, now it's like, what am I doing next? I had like literally no options. Like, I was like kind of scrambling, trying to find what I was gonna do, where I was gonna live. And then after that, Coach Pete called me.
Journey was an easy choice for us. When a friend of mine started talking about him and his story, I was intrigued instantly. And then when I got on the phone with him, you expect a level of disappointment or a level of bitterness for the way life dealt its cards to him, and he's not. I mean, the guy's a light.
He was just like, hey man, like, how you doing? Like, I'm Sean Pete. I want you to get down here and check out like the NASCAR. And I was like, honestly, I'm not a big NASCAR guy, whatever. And he was like, well, he said, neither was I. He said, no promises. We don't want you to commit to nothing. We want you just simply to come check it out. And I was like, well, what's the harm in that?
We get him on campus the first day, and we were sold, right? Like, he brings energy the second he comes through the door.
It's diverse here. There's women, there's brothers, sisters. And I'm sitting here, I'm like, this is NASCAR? It just like kind of blew my mind. So like from that aspect, I was like, oh, this is dope. Like, this is cool.
Journey brings perspective. The way that he not only met adversity, but continues to move through it, it's a pretty strong example for our guys. When all's said and done here, I think his contribution to this race team is gonna be far greater than his ability to change tires.
And I change tires, dog. I'm essentially a fast mechanic, and I love doing it. That void that I kind of lost playing ball is getting slowly but surely filled by doing this, especially just being around the group of guys that I am now is like crazy. Everybody has to be well-oiled machines. The chemistry you have to have with your team is just like what I long for, and I'm getting that fulfillment in this because I get to use my brain again for a sport.
When you leave what he left, it doesn't matter about the money, right? It matters about the purpose, right? We have former NFLers, guys that have won the Super Bowl, they're pitting race cars for us because they want purpose, right? You know, as an athlete, you grow up with that camaraderie, right? You're part of a team. You get that adrenaline rush. You get to compete. And when that just goes away, that's a hard day. With Journey, we get to facilitate him writing his comeback story.
I thought football was my single purpose, and now I think I have a lot of purposes, and I feel like this is definitely one of them. I miss it, but will I trade it, my life for that now? Nah, I like my life now, for sure. I do.